Everyone, Average Sniper here. Welcome to the video. Smack that like button and let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about PUBG 2. Now, I don't know why, but I've just got the feeling, I've had the feeling for a while, maybe it's because it's close to the end of the year, the start of the new year, that we might be hearing something about a second edition of PUBG. Now, I have no proof of this, but I've been thinking about it enough to say, hey, maybe I'll make a video, give my idea of what I think a second PUBG should be like, talk about what makes this version, the original version of PUBG, so special, and listen to what you have to say in the comments. I love reading comments, so let me know what you guys think about this, and I will be happy to go into the comments section and read them and respond to the ones that are necessary. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So if they do make another version of PUBG and call it PUBG 2 or PUBG 2nd Edition or whatever, the first thing I would want is to never potato again. How did I miss that guy on the first two shots? I don't even understand that, but somehow it happened. But seriously, the first thing I'd actually want is for them to adjust or address the issue with the cheaters. The cheating issue is a game killer. I remember when Warzone first came out, it was plagued by cheaters. So many people quit the game and it was ridiculous. I would love to see them do something that actually works when we're talking about cheaters, because there's so many different ways to cheat out there on PC and console. It is so disheartening to lose a match because you know someone was cheating. So whatever it is that they do, I just wish the next version of PUBG has a much better anti-cheat system. Now, the next thing I think they should do is make a universal map. Pretty much all the other battle royales have a universal map. There's not 10 different maps that get rotated on a weekly basis or map voting. There's none of that. I mean, we don't have map voting. I wish we did have map voting, but either they should make a universal map for PUBG 2, or if they have a lot of maps like this one, they should allow people to vote at the beginning of the match for the map that you would like to play. That way we don't just get stuck with random map selection because there is a low player count and it wouldn't support basically just selecting what map you want to play before the match starts. So a universal map would be changed out every season or updated every season. That way the map does change. It's not always the same old boring map. And if it happened to be a season that you didn't like, you could always look forward to the next season when they updated or changed the map completely. I think that's a pretty proven formula when it comes to Battle Royale, and I think that would be a great thing for them to do, even if they decided to do it in this version of PUBG instead of waiting for the next version. The next thing I think they should do is have a new game engine, and that'll probably help with the cheating issue as well. We don't have to talk about this one as much because it just kind of goes without saying. Instead of using the old Unreal Engine 4, I think they should upgrade to version 5, or maybe come up with their own game engine. That's probably a huge feat. I think Call of Duty might have done that, but who knows? I would just like to see a new, better feeling game engine that allows for better graphics, better movement, and basically just an updated system. I want to feel like it's the same PUBG but new. Maybe I'm asking for too much. I don't think so though. I think it would be totally fine to have a new game engine and have a new feel, as long as it was pretty much the same PUBG. And we'll talk about more how PUBG 2 should feel in just a second here. Now, here's the one that is going to cause some controversy: full crossplay. Of course, if they were to turn full crossplay on in this version of PUBG, it would be horrible. Keyboard and mouse users would have full advantage, and the console version has different recoil and slightly different movement that's made more for the controller, that's been adjusted over the years. So if they made a second version of PUBG, I would like it to be full crossplay, but I want them to make it fair. And then, of course, we have to go back to the cheating issue. I wouldn't want to see people with strike packs and Cronus and controller mods and all kinds of stuff coming over. So I'm not sure what the solution to this would be, but I would like to be able to play with my console friends and vice versa. That's probably going to get a lot of people heated. It's not like I want to play with console players, just to do better than them. What I want is a system that makes it fair. And Warzone and some other games, I think Fortnite, have found a way to do crossplay with console. So I know it's possible. It probably needs a little bit more perfecting, but I think that would help with overall player count if the next version of PUBG would allow for a fair way to compete between console and PC, and maybe even mobile. But I don't know too much about mobile. I know that console and PC are much more similar than the mobile gaming platform. But wouldn't that be interesting if people could join in from their mobile devices and play? What a great way to keep the player count high. Most of the ideas I come up with for the second version of PUBG is how to keep the most people playing. Next thing, I want to see new weapons. I'm tired of the same old weapons. They can do the same thing. Just give them different names and give them different sounds and make them cooler. We don't need to spend much time on that, but for example, like a Barrett 50 cal sniper rifle would be pretty awesome. Something like that. Maybe a different mode, like an extraction mode, like a Tarkov kind of mode. Like Warzone had DMZ, now it has zombies. I would like to see a different mode. Of course, Battle Royale, I think, should always be the prominent and the most supported mode, because that's why we play the game, for the nitty-gritty Battle Royale. But I would like to see a different mode to play. Maybe you're not feeling like having a sweaty day and you just want to grind out some challenges and do an extraction mode. Why not? That'd be awesome to have different streams on different days. For me as a streamer, and for you as the viewer or just the player, to be able to pick something other than just the same old Battle Royale. Even though that's what we really know and love about PUBG, it would be nice to just have something different once in a while. The next thing is one perspective. Now, there is always a war going on between third-person players and first-person players, but come on, people, it's the same game. You might have to play a little differently depending on which perspective you choose, whether you have the camera somewhere behind your head or you want to go into first person and feel like you're 4'5", because let's be honest, that's how you feel in this game. I would probably play first person a lot if it actually made me feel like a tall person, but in real life, I'm pretty short, and I don't want my character to feel short in the video game either, if that makes sense. That's not the main reason. I just enjoy playing third person, and I think everyone should be able to play what they enjoy. But if it cuts down on the player base, maybe just make the game one perspective only. I would be totally fine switching to first person perspective if that's what everybody played, or vice versa. I'd also be totally fine with third person perspective. But I think in this region, a majority of players prefer to play the game in whoa, this match is going pretty good. 9 kills. Sorry, I got distracted there. Prefer to play the game in first person. It's really a regional thing. I think North America and Europe players, European players, like the game in first person perspective. All right, and then the last thing I want to talk about is staying true to the PUBG feeling. We all love this game because it is the most realistic Battle Royale. Please take that with a grain of salt. There's all kinds of things we can do in this game that are not realistic at all, but if you compare it to Warzone, Apex Legends, and Fortnite, it probably is the most realistic Battle Royale experience. Is it a military shooter simulator? No, not by far. I still want to feel like I'm playing a video game, but I still want to feel like I'm having a semi-realistic experience. And of course, I immediately think of how unrealistic swapping to the passenger seat in an instant, shooting somebody, and then swapping back to the driver's seat is. That's crazy. Don't try to do that in your car in real life. You will have an accident. Also, you shouldn't be shooting at people from your car. What is wrong with you? But what I'm saying is the next version of PUBG can look different. It can have different graphics, but the overall mode of play, the overall feeling needs to feel like the first PUBG. It needs to be a new experience, but stay true to its roots. I think a lot of movies and games that make follow-ups that nobody likes, they lose sight of what made the game so amazing in the first place. And that is not what I want to see happen with PUBG. I want it to feel the same, look and play a little differently. Am I asking for too much? But basically remind me of the original PUBG. I think a lot of people would come back to it. I think it would pull in a lot more people. And if they did the advertising right, oh my God, PUBG could make a huge comeback with the second edition. And that's pretty much all the ideas I have. But I would love to hear from you guys in the comments section what you think. You guys always have such amazing ideas and things that I don't think of. Please try not to be too toxic in the comment section. I know we are human beings and we like to have conflict with each other, but let's remember that we all like PUBG, whether you play it in third person or first person, whether you play legitimately or you're a cheater. I'm totally kidding. If you're a cheater, you can get the F out of here right now. Nobody cares about you. Play the game legitimately like a normal person. Come on. Throw that strike pack away. Get rid of that aimbot and just play the game. Who cares if you win or lose? Aren't we all here to just have a good time? Speaking of a good time, look at this final fight. I'm just playing this in the background as I make this commentary, and I'm like blown away. This 1v1 has been going on for like 17 hours here. But anyway, guys, this is the end. Spoiler alert, I'm about to kill this guy and win the game. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see lots of likes and lots of comments about what you think the next version of PUBG should be like. So looking forward to that. I hope everyone had a great Christmas, and if you're watching this video when it first came out, I hope you have a happy new year. I look forward to reading what you have to say. Thank you very much for watching my video. You guys are awesome, and whoops, I will see you guys on the next video or the next live stream. I hope you enjoyed. Bye. Have a great day.